Good morning, he said, stroking the bunny. His name is Bunny. Like a villain, like a Bond villain. Good morning, Mr. Bond. Let's talk about villainous colleges. So, I want to talk about music schools for a bit. Because I went to one, and I loved it, and I owe the school a lot. But they're doing things that, lots over here, that are very, very, very not so cool. Okay? What's up? Where you want to go? Want to go away? But the people like you. They want to see cats. Boo it. So, I went to Berklee College of Music from 97 to 2000. My dad, who lived over there, had a decent job and supported me in that. Over the 3 years, I did 9 semesters. I did the summer semesters too. They're a month shorter. Therefore, they were $1,000 cheaper. Not cheaper enough for the month that was missing, but okay. I think tuition cost, or everything, about maybe $100,000, $150,000. It's a lot of money. I lived off campus in Brookline, had an apartment with always 2 other people. Never moved the whole 3 years I stayed there. Loved the place. Beautiful Jewish community. Loved learning about the culture. I was close enough to the college. I wasn't like the college kid that went to parties and stuff. I wrote scores for orchestra and a cappella things. I worked my ass off. And that, well, we'll talk about the few percent that actually do that at Berklee. Because for a lot of students, especially American students, because it's college, it's the college experience, it's, party, get drunk. If you sail by on a C or B- or whatever, you're good. That's not the case. In my experience, looking at the industry, the top 5, maybe 3% of students at Berklee actually go on to make a living in music. Gigging, maybe working at music shops. Most of them do not end up on massive big stages. My friend Maureen Murphy, she's a vocalist in Nashville, doing sessions, backing vocals for bigger artists. She's working. I know many people who are working in music from the time when I was there, but they are working. They're not mega stars. I don't think I know anyone who became a mega star. They're working musicians. How are you going to pay off student loans for $150,000 when you're a working musician and just scraping by? That's kind of the point. So again, I owe that school a lot. I did 2 majors. I did music synthesis, which is now called EPD, electronic production and design. It technically means, back in the day, it meant twiddling knobs on synthesizers and sound design, programming synthesizers. DAWs were just coming into fruition in 97. It wasn't very deep. Now, of course, this is all VSTs and DAWs and anything electronic, and of course, sound design. Understanding the difference between analog, additive synthesis, subtractive synthesis, physical modeling, granular synthesis, all these things. So when I talk about LFOs and all these things in my videos, I have a bit of a background there. And the thing that I'm extremely passionate about, and more knowledgeable than about gear, is arranging. I'm a trained arranger called contemporary writing and production. That's the major. So I did both of them in 9 semesters, which is rather quick. But again, had to because money. So in between the semesters, there were a couple of weeks, and I took that time. I studied ahead of what was coming, and then took some tests to test out of those classes, so I would get the credit, but I wouldn't have to pay for the credit. Back then, it was expensive and almost not smart to do, because you would have to pay off student loans. In my case, daddy paid, yay. Okay, would I ever be able to pay him back? No. I wouldn't. He was just happy that I was equipped enough with knowledge and skills to go out into the world and make kind of a living. Okay, now I make a decent living with a channel that was not predictable, but I did okay running a studio in Corona, California, doing stuff for radio and TV, later writing albums, getting paid for this, then coming back to Germany, and with my Berklee degree, I got into a music school that I studied at Berklee. Bam, I had the job, and I taught guitar for 10 years, and that pays the bills, but you scrape by. You don't have the money to pay back student loans. Now, I looked at colleges, music schools here in Europe, and trust you me, there are some very good ones. If you want to do modern stuff, Pop Academy Mannheim, there's something in Hannover, Freiburg, I think that's a kind of a Berklee thing. Yeah, I know, socialist country, we pay high taxes, but they're free. Students here bitch about, what is it, 350 euro a semester or whatever student fees? If they only knew. It's so laughable to me. These things are free schools. That literally. The most expensive school I found in Europe was some British school called the Macromedia something, where I think a semester is £6,500. Private school. There was also a private school in Germany with 4,500. And that seems like a lot of money for a semester. I looked at Full Sail. I didn't look at MI and Llama, which are in California. I should have. But Full Sail, they offer more the tech stuff. Music production, game design, music business. So more, less on the playing instrument and more on the tech side. But a degree in music production might be a 1 year, 2 year course, whatever, is $91,000. Didn't get a lot of detail. That's just tuition. Didn't get massive detail on, room and board and all that. So I went to Berklee and checked out, how much is Berklee now? Boy, do I want to get mad at this. I want to get so mad at these people because it's a business. It's a massive business. And they are raping wannabe musicians. They're taking their dreams and then taking the money from Americans who are willing to save up 18 years till the kid goes to college. Then the kid's dumb enough to say, oh, I want to play guitar. And then dad says, well, okay, well, at least, we have fun, party, hardy, whatever, I don't know. But a semester at Berklee, not the Valencia campus, oh, no. A semester at Berklee now is $22,000. What is wrong with them? What the actual fuck is wrong with them? So one semester, 22,000. If you look at the Boston Conservatory, that goes up. The Valencia campus, that goes up. That is insane. If you're looking at I don't know how many credits that is. I think that is per credit you're paying 1,800. Valencia campus, 2,000 something. So you add that up. How much you're paying per hour of instruction, not one-on-one. No. This is groups of, let's say, 8 to 12, roughly. They're small classes. You're paying over $100 for a single group session. Please tell me where you pay those prices for education. That is utterly ridiculous. And I had, over 10 years ago, a dinner with my old mentor at Berklee. And he said the same thing. He's like, it's insane. It's completely insane. The teachers aren't getting that. Because he said, if you actually want instruction, if you actually want the knowledge, you can go and hire private instructors. For $100 an hour, I think you can get Paul Gilbert on guitar. For $100 an hour, Michael Schenker did that for about $100. So private guitar instruction, you can get the guitar heroes to teach you, or some of the best teachers in the world, and they're not even going to take $100 an hour. If you want, and you want to pay a mix engineer to teach you, and you give him $100 an hour, yeah, you can sit there for a few days and get amazing knowledge. Berklee is an amazing school. I have no shit, I have dreams about it. Regularly, I have dreams, and I wake up with tears in my eyes because I'm not there anymore. I want to be at Berklee. I want to suck in that knowledge. I want to be in a place where I've never felt more included anywhere. Because you walk through those halls, and before class, there are kids, adults in their 20s, adults in their 40s, from all around the world. Race, color, age, gender, nothing matters. It doesn't. At Berklee, the only thing that matters is we all want to make music. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling to be there and learn together and get together in studios and make music. It is an amazing experience. But an amazing experience to the tune of over $100 an hour and $22,000 a semester. That's without living in the dorms. Next semester, I think the fall semester, the room and board for 4 months is $10,000, which means you're rooming probably with someone in a dorm room. That's not your apartment. That's dorm room and cafeteria food, however good that might be, for $2,500 a month. If I take $2,500 a month and I want to live in Boston, in a roommate situation, I think we're going to find a nice place. I know rent has gone up since I was there, which is over 20 years ago, way over 20 years, 25, oh my God. Yeah, 25 years ago. I know rent has gone up. But if we pool 3 people with $2,500 for room and in food, I'm gonna say we find a nice place. It's insane. It's insane. And now, the more insane thing, they write the alumni emails saying, can you donate? Can you donate? You are a massive business that takes ridiculous sums of money from kids and their parents to fulfill their dreams of being a musician, which then for, I'm going to say 95% of them doesn't even pan out and they still work at Walmart. And then you're asking other musicians that for the rest of their lives have to pay off their student loans, not me, but others, because they play wedding gigs. You're asking them to donate to your massively exaggerated, high-end fuckhead school? Look, I love Berklee. I owe it everything. But that is the worst of the worst that came out of the US. Overpriced colleges. New York, something. Conservatory? No, New York. Manhattan Jazz School. Manhattan. I have a screenshot here for you. That's even higher in price. That's even higher. That is ridiculous. Per semester, per year, whatever. It's utterly ridiculous. If you do Berklee and you live in the dorms, you do a single major, you're going to end up with $250,000 in debt. Please explain to me how, as a musician playing wedding gigs and maybe working at Guitar Center, I worked at Guitar Center, I know. Please tell me how you're going to pay that back. It's never going to happen. What happened over there? The thing is, Popakademie Mannheim, great school. Actually, similarly great. Smaller, but similarly great. Tax money. Free to the students. Master's program. It's completely insane. Now, if you want to go to an elite school because it will give you advantages in your career. Medicine, I don't know how much in medicine being in a fraternity and all that stuff helps. I think being good at what you do helps. So going to Harvard and Yale and all these things makes sense. Now in business, being in a big school with a big name absolutely helps. Being in business, being in a big school with a big name and going into a bigger fraternity, which is the networking, to then actually get sucked up by the firms that already had people in that fraternity and getting into the good law firms or brokerage firms. I understand. Your investment in the high-end school is an investment in your future possibilities. I get it. Stock market, business things, law firms, medicine, I don't know. But the arts? I'm in an art fraternity. You're not going to have any advantage. Now, Berklee is a big networking opportunity. And again, they still write me and ask for money. Fuck off, Berklee. I love you, but that is beyond ridiculous. And you're making me so mad when you write this to me. I did write back and say, what are you doing? How dare you ask me for money? Okay. The connections there and the networking, how much did it help me? I know some people, okay. I don't think it helped me at all knowing people. I wasn't in a fraternity. I don't think Berklee has that. We're musicians. We don't do that. We're all independent thinkers and, weirdos. We don't fraternitynize. Did it open doors? 100%. If you went to Berklee, it's kind of he went to Berklee. That means he knows ear training, harmony, certain work ethics, and so on. So trying to get a runner job in a studio where you don't get paid and you have to have your own gas because you're going to get burgers with your Berklee education. This is the reality, guys. You go to LA and you're nothing. You take runner jobs. You take, the grunt work. But at least you get in the door with a Berklee education. It did open doors for me. At Guitar Center in Hollywood, I said I did sound design at Berklee, and without really a question, I had a job selling keyboards. But I was selling keyboards at minimum wage. That was what Berklee got me. Okay? My job in the ad agency where I was doing production for TV spots and so on, that I got because I could prove that I, could do something. The skills got me there. When I went back to Germany, again, a public music school, you have to show that you have an education in order to teach guitar there. And I said, I went to Berklee, bam, it got me in. So the degree did open doors, but in no way in the sense where you would say, well, it's like I went to Harvard, I was in this fraternity, I immediately got into this law firm with a starting salary of blah, blah, blah. You still have to work your way up. So if you're interested in the States, in doing something in music production, anything like this, take your money and get private instruction. Not even Berklee Online, because even that is ridiculously expensive. Take private instruction. Find good teachers for guitar. Find good teachers for studio stuff. Pay studio owners to hang out. It might feel weird. Why would I pay a studio owner to hang out and look over his shoulder? Well, if you find a good one, they're also struggling. Studios are not doing as well anymore, so they might be happy for the money. It's not going to cost you $100 an hour, okay, or more. And even if, then that's the same as Berklee. You know how many Berklee classes I took that didn't really benefit me, that I still had to pay for to get the credit, to get the degree? So pay for private instruction and impress with your skills, not with your I went to Berklee. I love saying that. Trust me. I love the school. But what they're doing is ridiculous. You want to do social media stuff, you find a YouTuber like me, not me, but like me, and go and maybe say, hey, I want to learn from you. I would, if I need to pay you something, do that. But at least you're not dropping 25,000 per semester on a school and then you haven't even eaten. Oh, at Berklee, by the way, the 22,000 does not include the fees. Because there's a fee just to apply. There's a fee of $750 a semester to use facilities. What the fuck are the 22,000 for? So you can, I don't know, use the bathroom. $750 just to use the facilities. That's more than the whole semester fee is here in Germany for everything. So I know the world might want to bitch about our high taxes, or they might want to bitch about socialism and all those words you throw at us. But we don't pay for very good colleges. And I did. I left the country, went to Berklee because that's what I wanted to do. And my dad was amazing for enabling me to do that. In hindsight, I don't regret a thing. I love the school. I wish I could go back and just visit. I wish I could go back for a semester, do a couple of classes. I literally have dreams about that, and I wake up and I'm sad that I'm not there. This is how much I love the school. But boy, do they piss me off when they ask me for donations, when they're building skyscrapers in Boston with the biggest studios in them, and they're taking $10,000 from kids to live in a dorm. Fuck that shit. I love you people. Don't know if that told you anything, but here I'm talking about it. Animals at the end.